The President has approved the immediate implementation of 8 far-reaching actions to reinvigorate the administration's capacity for optimal efficiency, pursuant of its commitment to deliver on its promises to Nigerians. The 8 actions approved by the President include: 1, as the Minister of Information had already told us, the renaming of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development to Ministry of Regional Development to oversee the activities of all the regional development commissions. The regional development commissions to be under the supervision of the new ministry are the Niger Delta Development Commission, the Southeast Development Commission, the Northeast Development Commission, and the Northwest Development Commission. 2, the immediate winding up of the Ministry of Sports Development and the transfer of its functions to the National Sports Commission to develop a vibrant sports economy. Number 3, the merger of the Federal Ministry of Tourism and the Federal Ministry of Arts and Culture to become Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism, and the Creative Economy. Number 4, the reassignment of 10 ministers to new ministerial portfolios. Number 5, the discharge of 5 ministers. Number 6, the nomination of 7 new ministers for onward transmission to the Senate for confirmation. And number 7, the appointment of Shehu Diko as chairman of the National Sports Commission. Number 8, the appointment of former Minister Sunday Akindare as special advisor to the President on public communication and orientation, working for the Ministry of Information and National Orientation. Now, I will give you the list of ministers who have been reassigned to new portfolios. They are as follows: Honorable Dr. Yusuf Tanko Sunono, Minister of State Education as of now, is now the Minister of State, Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. Dr. Morufu Olatunji Alausa, who is currently Minister of State for Health, is now the Minister of Education. Barrister Bello Mohammed Goronyo, who is Minister of State, Water, Resources and Sanitation, is now going to be Minister of State Works. Minister of State Works. Honorable Abubakar Eshokweka Momo, who is now the Minister of Niger Delta Development, is now the Minister of Regional Development. Uba Maigari Amodu, currently Minister of State Development, is now Minister of State Regional Development. Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, who is currently Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, is now the Minister of State Finance. Senator John Owa Eno, who is Minister of Sport Development, has now been moved to Ministry of State of Trade and Investment. He will be in charge of industry. Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, who is Minister of State of Police Affairs, is now the Minister of Women Affairs. Ayodele Olawande, Minister of State for Youth Development, is now the Substantive Minister for Youth Development. Dr. Salako Isiaq Adekunle Adeboye, Minister of State for Environment, is now Minister of State for Health. These are the following ministers who have been discharged, and as you know, the President met them this afternoon to thank them for their services for the nation. They are as follows: Barrister Uju Ken Oaneye, Minister of Women Affairs; Lola Adejon, Minister of Tourism; Professor Tahir Mama, Minister of Education; Abdullahi Muhammad Guazo, Minister of State Housing and Urban Development; Dr. Jamila Bio Ibrahim, Minister of Youth Development. So only 5 ministers were discharged. And these are the new ministers being appointed. There are 7 of them. The first one, the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, is the person who has been appointed is Dr. Nentawe Yiwada. I think it's from Plateau State. That's Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. That's the new minister. if approved by the Senate. The next one is Muhammadu Megari Dingiyadi, who is now the Minister of Labour and Employment. He will now go to the, I think he's Minister of State before, he's now going to the, he's Minister of Labour and Employment, Federal Minister of Employment. I think it's Substantive Minister of Labour. Bianca Odinaka Odumegu Ojukwu, she's been appointed Minister of State Foreign Affairs. Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, she is now the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment. Idi Mukhtar Meher is the Minister of the new Ministry of Livestock Development. Right Honorable Yusuf Abdullahi Atta is the Minister of State, Housing and Urban Development. And lastly, Suweiba Said Ahmad, that is a doctor, is the Minister of State, Ministry of Education. As I said, the President thanked the outgoing members of the Federal Executive Council for their service to the nation, and he wished all of them well in their future endeavors. He has also charged the newly appointed ministers, as well as the reassigned ones, to see their appointment as a call to serve the nation. The President said, asked all the appointees to understand that the administration is eager and determined to set Nigeria on the path of irreversible growth and invest the best of their abilities into the actualization of government's priorities. End of statement. I thank you for listening.